What's up, America? Right back at you. I just want to get this part of the tutorial to you. This is the Angry Black Man, and this is the Angry Black Man series. Actually, in the first video, I went over the 5 areas that I wanted to start as far as with the utility and doing several megawatts with that certain utility. But this is the vision for the school right here. Actually, this is a company down in Cincinnati that's in existence right now. It's actually been there for quite some time. Actually, a friend of mine, Steve Malink, it's right outside of, like I said, Cincinnati, actually in Milford, Ohio. And this gentleman actually pays nothing. I mean, he has a completely net zero energy company of where he has solar arrays out front. These are ground mount solar arrays, as well as a wind turbine on the site. He actually has some pole tops here on the site as well, along with a charging station. He has rooftop solar. And this is the concept I wanted to use as far as my solar training schools. Of course, my building is not going to be this big, probably as big as this building back here. So of course I can incorporate the rooftop solar, probably come out and have a fence along here as far as the yard, the installation yard. I'll have about 3 of these pole tops out here in this yard, a couple of the ground mount arrays out in this yard. And I'm actually working on that right now, just to be able to show what the solar training centers will be. Just a nice building with rooftop solar, ground mount solar, solar pole tops, which is the 3 types of solar that you can do. Rooftop, ground mount, and pole tops. And of course I'm going to have some smaller wind turbines around. So that is the concept of what the actual school is going to look like. And once again, back to the map, and we'll follow up with what we did one of the first series here. I want to build one of these in Chicago, one of these in the New York City area, one of these in the Charlotte area. Of course, these are solar training centers. One in New Orleans, Louisiana. One in San Diego, California. And as we said in the first series, this one is going to be with ComEd. This one will be with ConEd. This one in the Carolinas will be a partnership with Duke, Dominion, and South Carolina Electric and Gas, SCG&E. Here in New Orleans will be Entergy. And here in California, Pacific Gas and Electric, Southern California Edison, and San Diego Gas and Electric. One thing about these schools, we'll be doing quarterly training sessions. I'm starting for 25 students. 25 students quarterly. So that would make 25 students quarterly. So that would be 100 students a year. So 100 here, 100 here. And starting out with that 1 megawatt figure that was in the first one. So 1 megawatt. And 1 megawatt from the first video is around 330 houses, 10 businesses, and 4 small utility scale farms. And going back to that first one again, this is going to be a part of the 5-year pilot program. So at the end of this 5-year period, 500 students. Which will give us totals at the end of the 5 years. $2,500 trained installers, and of course the megawatts that we're talking about, it will end up being 15 megawatts in each area as well. So that would be 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So at the end of this 5-year pilot program, 2,500 trained solar installers, 75 megawatts of installed solar. Either with the ground mounts, the pole tops, or the roof mounts. Like I'm saying, that's a great plan. This is what Soul Solar is trying to do. Because this is the heart and soul. People got to put this down into their soul. We can get this done. And of course, all I'm talking about is the solar industry for myself. There's still wind, biofuels, biomass, and geothermal. So we can put millions of Americans to work, strengthen this country internally, and change the way we see energy, as well as our children, seeing that we're taking this to heart and that we want to do right and leave them a great country. So I'm not going to expound on this. I mean, hopefully it's self-explanatory. A lot of good information here. I will be back at you out in the field and showing you hands-on how we can build these ground mounts. Thank you.